TruVue podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Them boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth. The hell was that?
You're.
You can see here in the layout. You got a bathroom right here. Little kitchen downstairs and all that. You know, this would be good, y'all. Oh, hey, what it do? What the business is? What's good? It's your boy Mel, and we are back in the building again, bringing that barbershop talk to the box office. Y'all ever try to turn over a new leaf and realize the past is still sitting on your porch like it never left? Life be knocking even when you change the locks. God damn. Y'all ready? Let's get into it, man.
Hey, I am -X Mel. That was very creative. I like that one. Good job. Keep up the good work there. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. TruVue podcast. Alley to my guy.
Yeah. Once again, thanks again for tuning in. It's me, grown man MJ. I'm in the place to be. I'm with the people to be with. I guess these are the men who keep it real on the reels. Me, myself,
Jesus.
I love everybody. Just to get that out the way. Let's get it, fellas.
Oh, God. Let's get it, man. Cheers. Cheers. Salute, gentlemen. I want everybody to come out peaceful.
Man.
Jesus. What are we getting into today? Love hurts. And apparently so you're watching this movie. What is Love Hurts? Well, Love Hurts is a fast-paced action comedy that follows Marvin Gable, a former assassin turned real estate agent, whose attempt at a peaceful new life is interrupted by ghosts from his past. Things spiral when a woman he once left for dead appears, and his estranged crime lord brother decides it's time for a family reunion with bullets. The movie is directed with Jonathan Eusebio, Jonathan, a veteran stunt coordinator making his feature directorial debut. The screenplay is written by Matthew Murray, Josh Stoddard, and Luke Passmore. It's produced by Kelly McCormick, David Lietchikli, and Guy Danella under 87 North Productions, and was distributed by Universal Pictures. The film is rated R for strong, bloody violence and language throughout, and it runs about an hour and 23 minutes, just long enough to throw hands and keep it moving. Rotten Tomato had an 18% approval rating based off of 146 reviews. So that averaged about 4 out of 10. Metacritic gave it a 34 out of 100. Cinema Score gave it an average of a C+. And Post Track gave it 61%. Well, what the hell did the TruVue podcast give it? Let's dive into it.
Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh.
So first and foremost, you know,
Y'all can thank me.
Huh? You want to thank you? I do.
No, I thought that's what you were starting with for me having the only score that helped to make sure our score looked like it's supposed to.
I do this. I do it. When I saw the score.
No, that's not where you were starting though. So I mean,
No.
Go ahead. My bad.
Wow.
No, man, I still appreciate you,
Wow.
brethren. I appreciate all my brethren here as we give the true view on the true view.
Wow.
No, man, I did want to shout out Huy Quan and Sean Austin. They had their reunited since the go,
United.
and it feel good? I don't know, but you know they had they reunited on screen together since the Goonies. So shout out to that. That was good to see as a fan of the Goonies and seeing both of them, you know, throughout their careers come together one more time. That was great to see. Yeah.
Was that the movie magic here, or was that the nostalgia, or
That was a nostalgia play. That was a nostalgia play that played off of that. So that was just it was just good to see them together on screen again.
I like the quirkiness of this.
but
It was a
we
very
saying it
good-
like they were really a tandem or something on screen? Like they really like nobody looked at them
Damn,
as a.
Damn.
I'm just being for real, fam. Nobody looked at this group of Goonies on the Goonies as like we need to reunite. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring the boys. This wasn't no Ghostbusters, fam. That's all I'm saying.
Fill the section with something, Mike. We gotta fill something. I
All
found
right, I'm just saying.
I found something positive to say, okay? Damn.
Well, you took mine then. How about that?
Damn. Man, just stand up for yourself, man. Good job.
Jesus.
Hey, I like I was saying, I like the quirkiness of this.
Yeah.
It was very, very quirky. It's almost like the incomplete storylines were done on purpose to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay.
Just for
That's what you came for.
I guess.
He coming, boy. That boy, he ready. Hey, Marshawn Lynch did a great job. Marshawn Lynch was hilarious.
He played his part.
Beast mode before he broke down a wall and tackled somebody. I was just like, I did like
he had to say beast mode.
He did say beast mode, dog, and I chuckled. I enjoyed the shit out of seeing Marshawn Lynch. It was a goofy. It was a little goofy movie.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me say this all the time. This is definitely one of them movies. You cut your
Don't say it.
You cut your fucking brain off, dog.
Damn. And we lose the argument right there every time when you say that shit.
Well, I got excited. So I got excited about this movie because I saw Jonathan. I keep fucking up his name, Eusebio, but he was one of the stunt coordinators for John Wick. So when I saw that he directed this movie, I thought that the fight scenes were going to be phenomenal, which they were cool. They were definitely
cool, decent,
but it lacked in substance. So, but the fight scenes were cool. I got to see some stuff. They did some okay things to just keep me watching, I guess.
Yeah, man, it was fun. It was a fun little quirky, dumb movie.
I will say it was smart of them to not have this do a long runtime. It was just an hour and some change. So you I know.
That's what I'm saying. In and out.
MJ
in and out, man.
God damn.
No, I'm confused because he mentioned John Wick, and then he mentioned these fight scenes, and it's like they don't correlate.
No,
and
they
it's
don't.
Like I know I'm early on where I'm speaking on, but the acting in this was just
I don't think this
cameo driven.
Yeah, I don't think it was meant to be
or cameo laden or something. It just like I don't mind a quirky movie.
See, to me, Mike,
but I think the quirkiness has to have a balance, and not every character can be quirky. Almost, I guess.
That's respectable. Like in the acting, though, I did kind of pick up. Like it reminded me of those old kung fu overacting movies.
Don't do that.
No, not the action. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying the action and stuff with it, but just the acting and stuff. How they would be cheesy with it. And be like, what's going on? Like I was getting some of those pauses and stuff in there, just a little bit, and then they threw in some comedy with it. And Marshawn Lynch got to say beast mode and tackle somebody, throwing a little squirrel. Man, it was I don't know.
And he gave good advice.
He did give good advice, and he was just him. He was just him. He was my favorite character by far. But I don't. That's all I got for.
Even I like even in that fight scene where he was trying to like save his certificate.
Put it in the microwave. Yeah.
And how the certificate kept tripping him up too, though. I thought that was a very interesting.
Okay, now you got something there. Okay, I'll give you something there because the movie does play with your old life versus your new life, and you trying to turn over a new leaf. All of those types of dynamics. I think that's wrapped in there very well. Not necessarily for the plot, but just to have it play out with the main character. Yeah, like Hyphen was saying when they really elaborate on it with the picture frame that he gets for his award, and him trying to preserve that while doing damage or punishing his old life, so to speak. I think that might have been the better part of the movie that wasn't necessarily overexploited or highlighted, or they didn't make it preachy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That was probably the coolest part of it for me. I mean, because I think all adults kind of go through this phase at some time or another if they get serious about being an adult.
Damn.
Yeah, and then I also like the scene with the cowboy. His brother, like he was like, I need to borrow your car. He borrowed the car. He gets to the crib. Cowboy pull up. You know what I'm saying? Get in there. He in there with the brother. So he was like, he's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he only has one brother. I thought that was a very powerful scene to show how much control the older brother wanted over the beast that he had made. The monster, as he called him.
Trying to make it too poetic, fam.
No, that's just what happened.
I'm just saying.
What you mean, nigga? That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. And then Marv.
No, I mean it happened. It was in the film.
Just let me eat for a little bit. You got it in a second. And then Marv was able to really come into his true self. He was able to come into his true self and achieve the things that he wanted to achieve, what he deemed to be successful. You know what I'm saying? In the film with his newfound brother. You know
now Marvin,
how those two worlds are starting to collide.
Marvin being the main character, and they using his name, Marvin Gable, and all this stuff. They was kind of playing with the name Marvin Gaye for me.
Let's get it on.
Do you think they should have had him? Yeah, you think they should have had him attacking his father or something?
No, don't do that. No,
like his father, his father takes the place of his brother's role or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
I could see that. Giving it a little bit more layers.
Nah.
Wouldn't it did nothing for you?
It wouldn't did nothing else for it. I would like to say I love the fact that it took a real nigga to bring a bunch of knives to the gunfight and win. I respected that. That was just quote the Raven. Nevermore.
Yeah, the Raven.
And boy.
But let's ask that question then. Can you be a real nigga with a white broad?
I seen it coming.
I knew it.
I seen it coming. I saw it coming.
I threw the alley-oop there. I
was
throwing the alley-oop there. Hey.
Now, I can argue both sides of this.
Uh-oh. I mean, if you let me say it like this: if you only understood by the white broad, let me say it like that.
If you only understood.
Well, I would say no then in that case.
Well, yeah, if you only
because remember because she remember he stood like nobody ever recognized my words. The true meaning, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was deep, man.
Are the death and the killing a tear?
God damn. Hey man, I just He came up short on that part. I guess.
Shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout 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 but shout it, shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout 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 but shout it.
Go ahead, Mike. Unload.
Hold on. I just wanted to see more of his prior life.
Which one?
Marvin, this
Marvin.
animal that he was. You know what I'm saying? I needed more to that.
No. When they had that scene when he was pulling her into the pit, they didn't need to dress that man like that again in the whole movie. That mustache and that motherfucking wig he had, they need to leave that right there. I did not want to go back to that scene and see him dressed like the Yakuza or whatever, dog. That shit was bad.
I think going back, using those scenes to go back, it would have helped bring the love that he had for her more clear. Like it was stated, but it wasn't clear.
No, there was never going to be clarity with this. This shit was going to be a love story very similar to You People. They was gonna have to CGI the kisses. They was gonna have to.
Damn.
Yeah, it was all gonna have to be manufactured on the large level with production because the chemistry of the two never motherfucking even matched up. Like it just seemed weird the whole way through. I don't know where to start or end with this movie. Like I could go on for ages. Like. The fact you told me this was created by a stunt director almost gives it, you know, the pass they may deserve or whatever, just because what else would you expect?
It was just directed. It was directed by but it wasn't written by him.
No, but at the same time, he's gonna make sure his people work. You see what I'm saying? Similar to that other movie that we did about the stunt director falling in love with the girl and all that other shit.
Ryan,
you know, but that was written by a stunt director too at the same time, I believe. And you could see the added mindset of the stunt man involved with that script. And now that you brought that to my attention here, I can definitely see it involved with this script and how it played out. And I just think it ran up the stunts, which did not allow, as Hyphen said, for you to get any backstory or any, as I said, any connection with the main characters who you should have got connection with.
Yeah, I think this one, I don't think they took a lot of time in trying to develop any characters. They were banking solely off of, they thought this was going to be a great action movie. Whereas, like, it reminded me kind of how Guns Akimbo, like it wasn't a really solid, although the story was way more.
Guns Akimbo had a much better solid storyline, everything.
I was like, the Guns Akimbo story was way better, but they in that movie they banked more off of the action. This one, the story was weak. It was a weak storyline. Chemistry wasn't there. There wasn't really solid acting, so the whole movie came off cheesy, almost kind of like a exploitation movie. Yeah, it was a spoof. It was a spoof film, but I don't know. I still chuckled at a lot of the parts though. That like it just,
it was chummy.
This was something safe that I could watch with I can't, not the little kids, but the teenagers. Like this is a movie I was safe to watch this with the teenagers or something and hit them with some like on some shit like that. Although there's plenty of other movies I probably watch in place of this one, but
come on, Mel. I'm
just saying we in the right segment for me to say this.
Pick a side, nigga.
In the right segment for us to say this. There's definitely way better films that I will put on before I put.
Having the inner conflict live right now.
I can't. Like
I say one thing, combat with the other. Shit.
I can't lie. Like I can't lie to the people. Like I try to say nice stuff, but then I'm like, but don't get it twisted. It wasn't a great movie. It was not a great movie.
Yeah, for it to be named Love Hurts and them not to
Where was the love?
magnify that the love that was supposed to have existed between him and her, then that was maybe they would have named it something different. The focus was somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could have looked at it a little bit. Maybe it would have been a little higher up. But
What was up with the brother's obsession with the boba tea?
always to have a weapon in his hand, I guess. Shit.
The boba tea though? Like
Ain't he Asian? Is that where it come from?
God damn, that's what we do.
I'm asking.
Jesus. Jesus.
I'm asking. I'm not accusing. I'm asking.
I don't know.
You know, you just don't want to say yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, nigga, you just don't want to say yeah, nigga.
That's wild.
How is that wild, nigga? If bubble tea come from the Asians and he was drinking the shit because it's part of their culture.
So we gonna be sipping Kool-Aid packets? Is that what we say?
Nigga, it's Kool-Aid in movies all the time, nigga.
Where's last movie with some Kool-Aid in it?
Nigga, it be niggas drinking Kool-Aid all the time, nigga. And go back to the Asian. Go back to the Asian shit, nigga. He want to drink boba tea because it's part of his culture. Let him drink boba tea because it's part of his culture.
Oh no, man! It was a bit scatterbrained. It was weak plot.
I wouldn't say scattered. I wouldn't say it was scattered. It was incomplete thoughts, but I wouldn't say it was like scattered.
Okay, it was incomplete. It was predictable.
Of course, it is.
It was. For this to be a stunt director's movie, I really felt like the stunt should have been punched up even more, especially with this being his debut and everything. Like you need to really come out swinging. And I don't think he did enough. Some of the shit was cool. Some of the tricks he did with the camera work was cool, but it wasn't anything that I haven't seen, or it didn't leave me with a wow factor.
I don't think that was his intent. I think the wow was supposed to be with the fun humor and the action, the fights, the back and forth. So that I can't remember in Anywhere, Everywhere, All at Once. Was he a action star in that? Did he do a lot of action within that movie? Can't remember.
You talking about
Marvin's character?
Yeah, Marvin. Yeah. Remember he was kicking ass, like he had to chew all of the weird gum and shit and fight the motherfuckers that was coming because it was just weird. They were jumping on staplers and all this shit to send themselves into the next dimension and all of that.
Okay. It's like I remember watching that movie, but I don't remember watching it.
Yeah, it's like I remember watching it too, but I don't remember him being the focal point of the action.
Maybe. It was shared. Him and the woman were shared. I say the woman. Yeah. Michelle.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, him and Michelle, they shared the spotlight because they were the lovers in that film. You know what's really fucked up is the fact that we then branched off talking about another movie that he's done, and that speaks to the goddamn short bus in this movie. I was like, the fact
I ain't gonna go there because y'all do that shit all the time.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, no, man. It's just I wanted it to be entertaining, but it just didn't. It didn't do it for me. Didn't hit that mark.
Missed it by that much.
Damn. So what do we feel was the target for this? Where were they aiming?
I think they were aiming to families who like action movies.
A family action. Okay.
Yeah, families who like action movies. That's about it. Like you said, something safe to put on, nothing too risque. Couple fight scenes, oohs and ahs, pretty face to look at. Boom, everybody's happy.
Would you call this like romance action, or what would you call this?
It wasn't even any romance in it.
That's the part that's hard.
I mean, but it is a love story.
Because is it a rom-com? You know what I'm saying? Is it a rom action? You know what I'm saying? Romantic action.
Romance. Like I didn't. There was no romance in this.
But it is a love story, isn't it?
Yeah, he's coming back because the love he has for her.
So you wouldn't classify this as a rom-com action?
Nah, to me it wasn't no romance in the movie at all. It was
it was understood. The romance was understood.
She was leaving Valentine's Day cards. What more romance you need, nigga?
She was leaving Valentine's Day cards to everybody, so she was holding that shit out.
Yeah, but still, you supposed to bring one for the whole class, nigga.
God damn. Jeez. He led me right into that wall. I ain't even see that. Let that bitch up. God damn.
Right about that.
Blind walked into that motherfucker. Shit. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Man.
You don't see it as a love story at all in any shape.
I mean, it wasn't shown on screen to me. It was supposed to be implied, but no, there was no romance in the movie.
Okay.
They had some bewildered looks. The looks that they were giving weren't even. They should have took a page out of Olivia Pope. Like they should have just cut and spliced Olivia Pope's face in there for the look. She do her little thing.
That shit was the heart of the scent. You know what I'm
saying? Damn, but I don't know, man. I felt like they tried to reach out to comic book heads in this. Maybe it was a bit comic bookish to me.
So you think this was more for a comic book crowd? Okay, I could see that. That makes it make a little sense. I'm gonna say they hit their target with this. To me, this is a version of man food. Yeah. Some of these movies y'all have me watch, it's just straight up for the male soul because it comes with titties, guns, explosions, cussing, violence, belligerence. You know, all of the ints. So you get that in the diet of a man food movie. I felt like this had it to a lighter degree. It in the categories of man food, though, I'm gonna say this comes off a bit starchy.
This was vegan,
meaning, it's not necessarily nutrient based. You know what I mean? So it's missing some components. You know what I mean?
Beyond meat.
Yeah, not necessarily beyond meat.
Morning.
Because beyond meat is like a substitute. This was no substitute. You know what I mean? This was
this is
what you got.
This is egg whites.
No. This is not the egg whites either, because that's more lean. Damn. This was a lot. This was hunked on. This was, like I say, starchy. This is shepherd's pie. This is a lot of potato.
Good.
A lot of gluten.
Texas toast.
Yeah, no, this was out of there, bro.
Yeah.
Binding.
Yeah, this is a wet mac and cheese right here. That's what this is.
Oh, come on.
This is a wet mac.
At least a stove top.
This ain't even a creamy mac. It's just a wet mac. That's what I'm saying. This is
a potato salad.
Yeah. No, this is like
damn.
This is like food. This is barbecue food chain. You know what I'm saying? Mac and cheese.
This is pound cake. Sliced pound cake. You know
no, pound cake has textures. It has sweetness. It has a crust, and it has softness on the inside. This didn't have none of that. We didn't get. This was all the same.
This is tofu?
No. Tofu again. That's not man food. That is for the that is full of estrogen. All right, the tofu, you know, it has estrogen hormone to the body, so you can't necessarily consider that man food.
A lot of grains. You said a lot of starch.
No, this ain't even the starch. Yeah, this is white rice. This is not grains. This is
white rice.
Yeah, this is all inflammation in the body right here. That's what starchy foods
red
do.
beans and rice.
No, again, brother. Red beans
That's too much.
have protein. They
Okay,
have
yeah.
You're talking substance again. You went back to substance. This doesn't have substance, is what I'm trying to say. It's starchy.
Smothered potatoes.
See, you want something to come with it. It's flavorless. You get what I'm saying?
He put this shit on purpose. I know he is.
Shit. So this just a tater.
God damn. Not even a full tot. Just a fucking tater.
Yeah, this just a tater.
God damn. I guess that's one way to say it.
It is everyone's favorite game show. Rename that movie.
Yeah, as you mature in your manhood, there's certain foods that you just can't, digest the same. They don't sit in the body the same. And that's kind of how I felt with this. You know what I mean? So instead of love hurts, I don't know what to call this because
buffet line drama.
Yeah.
Buffet line drama.
I'm stunting on your love. How about that?
Damn.
Teach you how to stunt. 101.
Scent Chronicles.
Hitman Homebuyers.
Yeah, buyer's remorse.
Oh, that's a good one.
Buyer's remorse. Kill listings.
The
House
hunters.
You said house hunters? Okay. The closing costs.
Uncaged.
Collateral damage. Realty checks.
One more question on one more input on the short bus. Why when he spoke regularly, but when he narrated in a heavy Asian accent.
Keep our attention. I don't know if I said that.
I mean, did anybody else catch that though? Like, them R's became L's and shit in the narration.
Damn, bro. Damn. Jesus.
He talking his accent in his mind.
Okay. The accent was still stuck in the brain, but he worked on it vocally, so it came. Oh God, that makes sense. That actually made sense, bro.
They told him to ad-lib the narration, but for his lines, they probably wrote it out phonetically for him, so he can just knock that shit on there. I don't know. You dragging me.
I'm going with Hyphen's theory because the way you sound in your own mind is not the way people hear you.
Oh, trust me.
He said, "Oh, trust me."
Trust me. Escrow and ammo.
Escrow and ammo. I like it.
Again. Closing cost.
I think we already said that one.
Oh, the cost of closing, motherfucker. What the fuck?
Damn. Realtor retribution.
How he get mad? He tried to remix your shit.
Oh, hey, I just let it happen.
What the fuck? Like, what are we doing? I'll get attacked for that shit.
I'm just gonna let it ride. All right, man. You got it. You got it.
It's yours now. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad, man. I like buyer's remorse.
Buyer's remorse. That sounds good.
Yeah, don't do it. All right, I was finna go.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
All right, you right.
Where you gonna
stop
say?
right there? Nuh-uh.
I kind of want to know.
You could tell. Like it be his mannerism. Like you could tell when he's going left, dog. He started leaning. No. Because I'm gonna jump in the car with you. Like, and that's the sad part.
I always be riding solo. I ain't trying to hear it.
No, I ain't got no stopping sense. Y'all go. God damn it. Damn it, Mel. All right.
Escrow and ammo, which one did you say?
Buyer's remorse.
I'm good with all of those.
All right. The official TruVue rename. We're getting out of here safe. That's beautiful, man. I'm glad. Look, we growing, man. For Love Hurts.
I still want to know which way we could have went.
Is Love Hurts. And the official TruVue score is
probably needed that.
Do not.
Who did this to us? God damn it! I'm here on business.
Yeah, it was a 2.85 overall. Gentlemen,
You guys are welcome, man. Y'all was gonna look bad, man. Y'all was gonna look bad with coming out there with them threes, man. Y'all was gonna look bad.
It was an average movie.
It was,
yeah. That's why 2.5 is average on a 5-point game grading scale.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, it's just.
It's okay, man.
Hey, man. It was okay for me. I got the stupid entertainment. But what do we feel was the messaging in this?
What that means?
No one knows what it means.
What does it all mean, Basil?
So, what are you trying to say?
What is your message?
The message is you got to fight your way out your old life.
Damn.
The talents you acquired during your old life can be the very tools you need to succeed in your new life.
A hitman with a business card is still a hitman. Everybody is selling something.
Yeah, you can bring them to the grave, but you can't kill them all.
Damn.
Like you had one hyphen.
I did too.
Yeah.
That budget.
Yeah.
I watched it flutter away. Damn.
Well,
never ghost somebody you tried to kill. Yeah. Some family reunions can get real violent.
Does she really have your best interest at heart?
Just because you hang up the guns, don't mean they're going to stop aiming at your ass. People don't change. They just redecorate.
The fuck is he talking about?
I'm going to miss 100% of the shots that I don't take.
Hey, white couple's going to keep that appointment.
Jesus. Did they end up getting the house, though?
Always have a guy. That nigga said, I got a guy who can patch all this up. And where's the couch that was taking no motherfucking bullets that it wasn't going through? I need that.
Yeah.
I need that couch.
That one it was probably the sleeper sofa. It had to be a sleeper sofa in there or something.
That motherfucker was not coming through. I was like, damn, dumping them off.
Well, gentlemen, let's hit them with the closing credits, rewatchability, and recommendation. This ought to be a good one.
For me, it's an easy no and a no. I don't think that I could, with good conscience, recommend this to people. Matter of fact, let me take that back. There's enough suckers out there. There's enough fools who sit up and watch the NFL every Sunday who would go into this blindly just because Marshawn Lynch is in it. It's kind of how I ended up here. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm going to keep passing the buck on this and letting everybody else enjoy this to their own discretion. Me, I would never rewatch this. I don't think I would bring it up in any forms of circles, conversation, business meetings, picnics, family orientations. This would not ever have to be spoken about again. I'm happy Marshawn Lynch got his acting credits. I'm happy Minnie Jackie got another movie under his belt. But to the director, it's not all about the stunts, man. Like, god damn. Like, I don't know what I mean. I'm trying to be nice here. I really love everybody, but god dang, dog. Like, what are you thinking, man? Like, you had the time to sit back and watch this before it reached my movie theater. You see what I'm saying? No. He did a premiere. He did a whole little rollout with this. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it got to me is not the problem. I'm not the problem here. That's what I'm trying to say. There was a lot of gatekeeping that should have been put in place. There was a lot of checks and balances that should have been.
Everybody, man, come back to the love. Come back to the love.
All right. See, I love my people enough to not tell them to watch this. All right.
I thought
that's what I'm.
To him. You was just for the slide it to him.
No. I love my people enough not to tell them to watch this. That's where I'm gonna end it at right here.
Confliction. I have recommended this to people. I think it is just one of those. If I recommended this to you, you know, it's just a nice little safe movie to watch with your family.
Maybe, nigga hyphen don't love you, man.
May round off a great day of going out to eat and spending time with the family.
Yeah, this nigga feed your kids McDonald's.
No, that's where they're coming from. Coming from the local eatery. You know, it's just it's an okay movie, man. You know, it's okay.
I love this, man.
Sometimes you just gotta stand up to the bullies guys. And you gotta let them know, hey, I like what I like, and that's okay.
Damn, man. But he ain't wrong. But if you are looking for a movie that has a hitman turn into a houseman, this here be the movie for you. If you
can't do it like that. Man,
are looking for a movie that asks, can I kill and close a house in the same day? This might be the movie for you.
Impeccable skill.
If you are looking for a movie that has assassins and real estate licenses, I guess this here will be the movie for you. I accidentally recommended this blindly.
Oh my god, this nigga is scary. This nigga is scary.
Like how many? Yeah, how many disclaimers on your recommendation you gonna put, fam?
I just
accidentally, blindly.
I blindly did this
by way of,
you know,
what the fuck?
I recommended this blindly. I just want to make sure that was clear.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Oh
my
gosh.
And
per the occasion.
If anybody,
I just want to put it on record, man, that Mel scored this the highest out of everyone here.
I do want you. I think that should be noted within the episode. You're right, hyphen. You're well within your right to note.
And then
that,
if you listen to him, you would think he gave it Mike's motherfucking score.
I did. It was. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all.
This has to stop.
I'm sorry.
Was it the Beast Mode line? What?
It jacked it up some. Like it had Marshawn Lynch in there, and he tackled through a wall and said "Beast Mode." I chuckled. It had a couple.
Next time,
it had a couple.
Sit down.
I didn't sit down before.
Specialist or therapist or whoever you do your talking with. You know, if it's a family member,
it's y'all.
No. You need to, because it ain't me. Because I didn't told you about being an easy sell. You too much of an easy sell. You got to sit down and get this. This got to be something in the bloodline. This could be. So if you're around family, I would suggest you find out who else in your line is the easy sell.
Damn.
It could be on your mother's side. It could be on your father's side.
We
don't know.
I don't.
But this needs some investigation because there is a fool born every day, but a fool don't got to live on. You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
Everybody plays a fool sometimes. There's no exception.
Oh my God!
Maybe factual, maybe true.
That nigga shot the whole crib up.
Everybody plays a fool.
I'm just saying, dog. That's an easy sell though. To a 3.15 off of beast mode.
It was at a 3. It was at a 3.
He said it one time.
Yeah.
But he jumped through a wall. And he was funny. He was funny, man. Marshawn was
I will say the stunt guy that they had doing Marshawn Lynch moves was impressive. The way he picked dude up off the ground and had him on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And all of that. That's what I mean. Marshawn ain't do that.
He was hilarious. He sold it. Either way, my bad, y'all.
We're gonna have Shannon Sharp in the movie next. Watch.
No, don't do that. You almost made it be a joke. Man, y'all can head on over there to TruVuePodcast.com. TruVue Podcast, TruVue. The motherfucker gonna be in Fu Wang Chu.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal and kick somebody.
.com. Him and Terry Crew. Where you can like, subscribe, share, comment, to help us beat the all-powerful algorithms.
That motherfucker gonna say Ronald McDonald, old McDonald, Michael McDonald.
Over to YouTube.
Lakers in 5.
Be sure to hit the bell for notifications, the thumbs up, subscribe button, like, share, drop some in the comments that you want us to review, because we here at the TruVue Podcast know that it's not just about our review, but it is the conversation with the crew. Skip. Yeah, man. TruVue Podcast, y'all already know what it is, man.
Oh man. Hey, commendable, man. Commendable job, man. When you stay focused and you just want to power through, man.
Like I'm running through a wall. Beast mode. Let's go.
Oh shit. Okay, set that up. Didn't even know it. Sometimes you gotta throw it towards the realm. You know what I'm saying? They'll go get it. All right. Hey man, do everything that Melly Mel just said, man, in the comments. Where do you rate this?
Oh,
did we get it right? Is this the worst movie of all time? Is it okay?
No, it's not the worst of all time.
No.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments, man.
It's not the worst.
Alley to my guy.
Man, TruVue Podcast. They have it.
It's the worst action love story of all time.
Damn. No, I wouldn't give it that. Jupiter Ascending.
Didn't see that.
Yeah, you lucky. Yeah, man. That's the end of the show. TruVue Podcast. Y'all already know what the hell we all say.
Or the uglies.
That's a good one, brother.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That was a good one. That's
that was a good one there, brother.
Buy low and shoot out.
Get that bag, run it up.
Yeah, don't buy the most expensive house on the block.
Just because it's the most expensive house on the block.
You can be licensed to kill and list at the same time. At the same damn time.
The fuck is he talking about?
I think part of the problem was they had them actors still acting as if they was on the Goonies.
Okay, Mike, that's enough.
God damn, Mike.
Come on.
I just thought about that.
This nigga still shooting.
Come on.
Y'all thought it was a dope movie, though. I mean,
I didn't know it. You see, you're saying dope, right?
No, I didn't say dope.
Yeah. That's what the 3.15 and the 3 say to me.
That's not dope. It was an okay movie to me. It was decent. But Mel, you can't let Mike scare you like that, bro.
What you talking about, man?
You gave it.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I didn't do nothing to intimidate or nothing.
Mike, relax for a second, okay? Gee whiz. Mel, you cannot allow this nigga to bully you, nigga. It's okay, man. You gave it the
Man, I don't know what
highest
you're
one.
talking about. Ain't nobody did no extra shit. Dog. I wasn't bullying nothing.
Bro,
I'll let y'all do most of the talking.
No, I
Bro,
think
wait a minute.
everybody's scales are different. That's what I think it is.
Oh,
What do you mean? We all got a 5-point grading scale. How the scale is different?
I know. I said for me, a mid movie is a 3.
That's a mid movie. Yeah, a mid movie is a 2.75 to a 3.25 at the top. That's a mid movie.
And where I put my score is like I was like, this is just above mid because I did enjoy some of the fighting sequences, but overall the plot was ass.
The plot was lacking.
Plot was ass. Everything else was ass. It's just I got comedy out of the fight sequence, and they killed their property brother. So that one,
that was
the property brother, because he's a twin, and I kept asking. I was like, "Ain't that motherfucker that do the houses and shit?" And that motherfucker came out with his little whoa. That shit was funny. So that's why my score was at a 3.15 because they did a lot of stupid humor in the motherfucker.
But again, that led to that's what I was talking about with the cameo laden.
Yeah.
Acting, you know what I'm saying? Everything was like just pieced in here. It wasn't a flow state. It was all, it's my turn to go. Let me go. And that's how the motherfuckers was acting on here, bro.
That makes sense.
I mean, I caught all that. I just didn't think it was dope in any sense. That's all.
No, I wouldn't say it was dope, but it made me chuckle.
That hole through his head, that was both they bullets.
That shit was funny.
Oh, that was good.
That
was my bullet. That was my bullet. He was like, "You go up high, I go down low." He was ready. He was like, "I'm a fucking black belt." That shit was funny as hell. He was ready. He was gang though. He peeped the scene outside. You hear what I'm saying? He came in confident. Man, you about to beat some ass, nigga.
No, that's why my score is
my
probably
real estate brethren. I saw you were in need of help.
I chuckled a lot in this.
So you saying the average movie is a 3?
Yeah.
And I said this was well below average, so that's why I put it 2.4.
When you really should have gave it a 1.
Damn.
Why you feel like I should have gave it a 1?
Like a 1.5, because you didn't. I don't really recall anything that you really liked.
I said I liked the whole part about him losing his old life to get the new one.
Yeah, that was early.
I talked about the romance with her dropping off the damn love letters.
I didn't see the romance.
The Valentine's cards.
And that's probably part of my shit too. I didn't see any.
Mentioned it. You already.
I made my mentions. I mean, it's a 2.4. You ain't gonna get many mentions.
Damn. Yeah, dang.
He's like, so if I only had one mention, 1. If I had 2, 2.4.
Nigga said you only
I
get
said
one.
The action was cool. I said the action was cool. It just drowned out the movie. That's basically what I was saying. The action was cool. It overpowered everything else.
See, I thought the action was the movie.
It basically was shit.
Go watch some shit.
Damn.
TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny.